Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel messages that sent to me, through me, for me to share. And this message is in regards to my chapter 8, message 8, part 2. I ended the last message saying I was going to come in and do some tarot. But I'm kind of tapped into a kind of ancestral message I was nudged to just a little while ago, trapped in a little meds right now. And it's kind of the energy of, you know, when things happen and you think, it's kind of slowed down your day or X, Y, or Z, you know, it's hindered your day in some kind of way. But the other way of looking at it is, whatever this that may have happened, seeing a tower card in my mind now, but it's a small tower energy. It's happened in order to protect you, in order for you to step back and see a situation for what lies ahead, in order to prevent you from moving forward to something. And I'm being brought back to a few years back, and I was on the motorway and everything was fine going, but when I was coming back, my car wouldn't do more than 40 on a 70 miles per hour road, no matter what I did. Bear in mind, I had kids in the car as well, so I was kind of panicking, but not panicking, you know? So anyway, as I was going and I was getting onto the motorway, because this was leading up to the motorway, but as I was coming onto the motorway, I'd realized that the police had kind of blocked off one side of the road, which would be the hard shoulder. Massive accident, obvious that you can see. As I was continuing to drive, still 40 miles per hour on a 70 miles per hour road, there was more of this accident. So this accident had stretched for miles. And at that point, I realized the reason why my car out of nowhere had started giving these problems was because I wasn't meant to be in that collision. That wasn't part of my destiny, my prophecy card that came through, referring back to. You know, as I said before in the previous message, somebody who I'm connecting with right now was born to create. You was born to endure. And as I was in the pause, I was also drawn back to my global messages I did prior to the passing of the Queen. And whatever it is that you've endured, that you're now standing in your power with, ready to approach those who's needing to be approached, not flinging wild shots. You know exactly who you're stepping towards in order to retrieve, I'm hearing, your prize. You've passed the test and now you've come to collect. You've endured all that you've endured, and I feel like this is an authoritative energy. Forgiveness is behind that. But this card is how I kind of left it in how the previous message was coming through. And it's over this Queen's head. Whatever this situation is, it's like you've gone over somebody's head. You've gone straight to the Most High. You've gone straight to the highest of the high, whether this is a company, you know? So at that point is when I was picking up on ancestral message for those who I may be connecting with in the energy of this magician and the death card, both here in the reverse. The message for those who I'm connecting with. Strong message. And we've got animal guardian, and it's come in the reverse, and it wants to fall over Tamlin. I take note. Trust your instincts. I feel like somebody hasn't been trusting their instincts in regards to a sacrificial energy of where it is that they, you know, the past, where it is that you're stemming from, the unknown, that middleman, that grey area, kind of an energy. There's something that I feel like someone ignored, but deep down always knew. You trusted in this energy to lead you to your creation, your creativities. Shaman energy. You trusted in higher forces. So you may not have trusted your natural instincts, but you trusted your higher self. Going back to the illustration of my previous message, the thumbnail, and we've got here Earth Angel. It wants to fall over the energy of Jupiter, Mother Earth. And I'm picking up the energy of guidance, which came through in the previous message. It says the Have Moon. Feel loved and comforted. I don't feel like that was there. And I feel like there could be a possible mothering energy that may be looking into your energy, trying to figure you out what it is that you're doing in regards to not even in your 3D, but within your spirituality. Have you figured out what may have been done in a time before you, towards you? And I'm hearing on others like you. I feel like there's definitely a feminine energy, a mothering energy that's having to answer to another authority. There's an authority higher than, and I'm picking up a masculine energy who this Empress's energy is having to answer to. They're having to give back whatever it was that they tried to take from you. I'm hearing snatch. Because your power is beyond them. The power that you have to endure all of these obstacles and hurdles that they set your way has not made you stumble. I'm hearing that phrase, that stumble and fall. I can't remember the scripture. But I definitely can hear, touch not my anointed. Again, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They judged you wrong. And now they're having to answer to an authoritative energy that's higher than them. Show me the energy of this Empress in regards to the next message that's coming through. Bottom of the deck. And I definitely feel like there's a completion here. I definitely feel like I'm now going into chapter 9. And we've got the Trader. And it says exchange energy to create abundance. You understand? Something was stolen, snatched, stole, holes in your soul. When you think that there's a feminine energy working with you, there's a feminine energy that was actually working against you and drilling holes in your soul, in your boat. You know? Next message that's come through under the 6th house in your routine. But you had a great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. And I feel like that's how someone is self-taught. Self-taught. I was going to say self-guided, but you follow that highest energy within you. You may have had a great teacher around you. A shaman energy. That gave you that confidence to trust within a higher force outside of you. Your most high, your ancestors. You had a kind of balance within all of this, higher than energy. Tell me more about this energy of endure. Why is this energy here of endure? And this is your energy. Father Sky. Your connection is with one of a higher than whosoever this Empress in particular is connecting with. You went to the Father of the Sky. You trusted in the unknown. Tell me more about this energy of endure. I kind of want to stay in this energy. Yeah, because you're a seer. You're a teacher. You're a spiritual leader. If not for others, but just of your own destiny. There's something to be learned from that. As small as it may seem to others. See beyond the current situation. And I feel like you can. You understand this situation. You're choosing your battles wisely. This is nothing that you need to take on hands-on. I'm hearing don't touch a hair on our pretty little head. You took this straight to the Most High. You asked your ancestors to protect you from the seen and the unseen, and they did. They have. Tell me more about this energy. Why's the steer here? I'm hearing there's no mistake in it. Direction, guardian. Choose your path. Free will, you know? Shapeshifter. Free will. You choose. Transform. And unveil your gifts. And they don't like that. They don't like the fact that you stepped into your high priestess energy. I'm hearing one of many. They may have tried to block your creativity, but they couldn't block your your mental. You understand? They couldn't block your crown chakra. They couldn't block your connection that you have with the Father in the sky, your Most High, grandfather energy, where you get your inner strength from, your inner peace, self-reliant, you know? Tell me more about this energy. Why sacrifice here? Neptune energy. So this is the energy that you're dealing with. Came through in the first part of this message, this rising. Why is Neptune here? There's a lot that's been going on, and look what it wants to knock down. And the first card I can see, differently to the mountains at the bottom of the deck, is snakes. But it's here in the reverse. It wants to knock down the death card. Right now I'm hearing that song Fire Upon Road, and I shared that song literally just before the passing of the Queen. So anyway, the cards that came through is snake, and it fell over on the energy of friends, which is at the bottom of the deck. And look what's behind that. Yod, Saturn return, age. Again, that's that mature energy that I was picking up on. I feel like see your seeds grow is the next card that came out. Protection, guardian, drop your shield. You knew that you couldn't drop your shield. You knew that you had to move in silence and follow your inner guidance because of the sabotage energy that you felt. You felt the ricochet going back to when I was sick, and I could have come out and done a message, but my first red flag prior to me even getting sick was that the devil was the next energy coming out for the next chapter. There was no way I was going to pull on the devil's energy whilst I was feeling so physically sick. You know, pick your battles wisely. But what the Most High did is, again, I'm an oracle. If you're connecting with the message of this reading, you're an oracle. What the Most High did is I went through the message myself physically. You know, because then when I come to deliver the message and I can see it through the messages that's coming through the last 4 now, it's easier for me then to try and interpret with the use of the cards that's coming through, you know, because of the trickery energy that was trying to project my energy field. But going back to a message I did prior to having that long pause was, they can only play on the outside of your energy force. They can't project it because you always follow that highest energy within. At one point I was thinking, am I being defiant towards the Most High? It's not that I was being defiant. The Most High put me on a pause, and he made sure that I was physically 3D to a point where I wasn't able, or not even able, just knew that I wouldn't channel that energy whilst I was feeling that way. There was bigger fish to fry. And I put that energy into other areas of my life, and I feel like that's what someone did, regardless of the snakes and the shapeshifters that was coming through and passing through. And I'm picking up the energy of sheep in wolves' clothing here. You saw them because you're highly connected. Wants to fall over this energy. You understand? And when the time is right, who needs to be confronted will be confronted. And I'm hearing game over because you're a game changer. Going back to one of my songs that I've written. I'm going to pull one of these, and I think I'm going to end this message here. This is a Sacred Rebel card that came through in one of my newer decks I just used. I was going to say Yogi. Inspiration is the message that wants to come through, and I'm going to read that from the book for those who may be resonating. Card number 3. Again, that's that feminine energy. So it says, an idea has captured your attention, or will do so very soon. It may be a grand vision or a vague sense of something that could be. You are being encouraged to accept the vision, the idea of the inspiration, as it is important to your creative and spiritual growth. Also, it is possible the bee is bringing you healing, medicine, wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. The bee is a powerful spirit totem. Bees are able to fly with wings that are significantly small in proportion to their heavier bodies. They can do so because of the sheer speed with which their wings move. Your idea, even if it seems like a big supernatural plan that might be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, can succeed. You will attract great helpers to you, and the earth will support the success of this project, idea, or vision, because it is about helping the greater good as well as your own growth and development. When the Earth Mother lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth, you know you have exceptionally powerful ally to your cause. Let this bring your confidence. If you have also drawn after the storm card, consider the message amplified. And exactly that, this is after the message of the devil card. I had to take a pause there. But this is the inspiration because Earth Mother came through. Earth Mother came through, but Earth Mother came through in the reverse. Because this is the energy that they're trying to prevent you connecting with. But you can't block God's plan. It's impossible. You went over their head. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm, an expectation of magic and marvelous synchronicity as people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration into reality. This idea has the potential to flower into something much more than you realize, and that came through in other cards I used in yesterday's message. It says, there's a bigger purpose, I believe the card said, or this is a blessing in disguise, sorry. So it says, it has great potential. It can become something that feeds and nourishes others on their creative and personal healing paths too. It has the quality of a mission and is so much more than one singular idea. When an inspiration comes from the greater creative intelligence of the universe, even when it makes itself known as an idea coming through a human source, all that is needed to bring into being will be available at the right time. Because right timing is everything. Going back to the TD Jakes message I was listening to. For the human channel of the idea, it is just a matter of being open, receptive, trusting, and enthusiastic about what has come through. Everything required for each step will be naturally attracted to support the success of the project according to the divine timing. The healing process below will help you manifest the support needed for your inspiration to take flight. This oracle also comes with the message that you are a vehicle for inspiration. You are meant to think and do things differently. You are capable of receiving fresh ideas that are not so out there or different that they stop being practical, helpful, and wonderful. You are being asked to avoid the trap of doubting yourself or doubting your ideas are special. Sorry, it says, avoid the trap of doubting your ideas are special or interesting enough. Your inspiration comes direct from the universe creative source, and you are being asked to believe and recognize the signature of great intelligence within your inspirational ideas and creative urges, and to act accordingly. To sum up, this card indicates the sweet success, like abundant honey, is coming your way through your commitment to and development of an idea that you have already had or will soon receive. See it through to the end and believe, and it's broken down the word as be hyphen leave. And I feel like that's a message definitely for somebody, especially if you're on a creative energy, a creative path, and you can feel these people playing on the outside of your energy force because they can't penetrate it, but you will feel like the ricochet effect. Just know that you're protected. There's a strong energy here of 4, going back to this energy of Tamlin when I was seeing 444 everywhere around this time. And she's got the 4 poppies in her hair. Remember who you are. Remember the connection that you have with the Most High. Whatever this is, you've gone over their head. And you're taking back your power. And whatever was stolen from you, You're regaining back whatever was stolen from you. The card that came through that was missing was the owning card. I feel like this is something that you're unable to see. Hold on, I'm just drawn to this deck. This is my middleman grey area. Tell me more about this energy for those who's needing to be made aware. There could be some kind of relationship energy. I'm just hearing this. It's not worthy, is what I just heard. It could be somebody who you would have rode for. It said, me would have ride. It says, me would have ride for you, me could have died for you. But one thing me not gonna do, I take disrespect from you. So you could be dealing with children, or you can be dealing with somebody who's a very young energy. A distraction is what I'm hearing. Taking you off of your focus, off of your inspirations. You may be in some kind of separation, or you may need to take some kind of time apart here and to use this time wisely to build, heal, and to grow. But whatever this is that you're going through, it's all inspiration to your journey, to your destiny, and to where it is that you're needing to get to. Let's get a couple more. Sometimes you have to go back in order to go forwards, and it's falling down on this inspiration like I was picking up on in the previous message to this. It's like someone's gone back into their foundation, to their home life, to their school life, you know, that kind of an energy. If someone's reminiscing. These people over here where I was picking up on the sheep in wolf's clothing, they're coming at you with an idea but with no plan. They're void. That's the card that came through previous message. They're being void. Whatever it is that they've been investigating or looking into your chart about, wrong information, because they're not looking at the whole picture. They're just looking at a particular aspect of who you are. They're not looking at a bigger picture. They're only looking at your chart. But what about your mother's chart, your father's chart, your brother's chart? You understand, those who is very much part of your foundation. When you're mixing cement, you don't just mix the dry cement. You have to add other elements into it. They may think those other elements is in your chart, but it's also to do with the environment you was raised in and the connection that you have with your Most High. Why is this energy of seer here? Alright, why is this animal guardian? Why is animal guardian here? And why is it here in the reverse in regards to this message of Neptune? Don't put all your eggs into one basket. Sometimes you have to go back in order to go forward, because there's some kind of revenge plot. And this is the energy I've been picking up from message 1, from the energy of Tamlin. Someone's coming back from all of the destruction that they were faced against, and somebody just can't believe it. Someone can't believe that the energy of Tamlin, or whosoever I'm resonating with at this time, got through that storm. And I'm hearing that song now, when the rain is gone. I can't hear it. I can see clearly now that the rain has gone. Tell me more about this energy of this revenge plot. Did you harm me, or did you protect me? I'm an empress, no time for brawl. Go up on my knees, all I made make a call. Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3. That's how me say me draw my energy. From me young, them that make me fall. History, make me know me is a real Israelite. So you know your strength, and that's the energy again of Dinah. Who feels it knows. And on that note, I'm going to kind of end this message here and pull some tarot. Definitely. Love and light.